Steve Robbins here. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. Are you tired of trying to figure out whether there are healthier options to processed foods? Check out Nutrition Diva's Grocery Store Survival Guide mini ebook. Download it from any e-retailer and bring it to the supermarket today. Previously published as part of Nutrition Diva's Secrets for a Healthy Diet. We all like being helpful. Coworkers, friends, and family members, they sometimes turn to us for help, and we like to help when we can. There's only one problem. Sometimes they seem to be asking for help, but they're really looking for a chance to whine. Whiners are a problem. They're victims. Victims whose whining feeds the gaping void in their souls. They're coming to you because they want to connect with someone who won't make them more of a victim. And once they connect, they suck out your morale and energy with their constant complaining. You grow pale and shrivel under their onslaught, while their cheeks grow rosy and their souls sing, feasting on your precious life force. Plus, they're wasting your time. This weekend, I spent time with Kelly Sparta, whose business is all about promoting love in the world. And love is the opposite of whining. Kelly deals with whiners by using the 15-minute rule. It's a great way to set a boundary while still treating a person honorably. Tip number 1, listen to the whining up to a point. When a whiner shows up, let them have their time in the sun. Well, or rather in the muck of negativity that is their life. Since they're a relationship you presumably want or need, look at them and think, this is someone I want to be around, and they're sharing what's important to them. Open your heart, your mind, your ears. Listen. That's the love part. Let this go on for 15 minutes. You can shorten or lengthen the time depending on the issue. If their pet Akita recently plunged to its death from the 23rd story balcony, that trauma may deserve a full half hour. If they have a paper cut from depositing their $10,000 weekly allowance from their jet-setting parents, you can shorten it to 5 minutes. When they start repeating themselves, it's a good time to break the cycle. Tip number 2, offer choices. Now that they've had their say, you interrupt them gently. You acknowledge the relationship and let them know that it's time to move in a different direction. Then you give them choices. Choice 1, they can stop the conversation entirely. You both get back to your work and life. This choice isn't mean, it's just both of you moving on with your lives. Their whining is no longer your problem. Choice 2, they can change the subject. This choice lets you stay connected, but it disconnects their life force sucking tube from your ear canal. You can move on to a topic that you both enjoy. If they choose another topic to whine about, you listen for a little while and then offer them choices again. Choice 3, they can change the listener. In other words, they can go find someone else's life force to devour. This option lets them stay stuck in their misery, but out of your hearing. In fact, if you have an enemy you wish to torment, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by sending the whiner to talk to your enemy. Choice 4, we can begin to solve the problem. With this choice, you'll spend more time with them on the same topic, but only if you start finding a solution together. Brainstorm and identify some actions that they can take to fix their situation. Trust fund baby has a paper cut? Have them send their personal assistant out to buy a Band-Aid. Swan diving puppy problems? Grief counseling and a trip to the pet store. That's what's in order. Tip number 3, deliver the choices respectfully. Setting this kind of boundary is a sensitive process. Phrase it and say it with respect and honor for the individual, even as you give them a fairly blunt choice about the conversation. I want very much to talk with you, and we've been on this topic for 15 minutes now. I think I understand what you're saying, and I want to help you so we can move on. Here are 4 ways we can proceed. 1, we can end our conversation now and get back to what we were doing. 2, we can change the subject. I hear Justin Bieber has a new haircut. 3, if you need to keep talking about your paper cut, I believe Martin may be less busy than I am at the moment and really better able to sympathize. Martin, of course, is your personal nemesis. Or we could brainstorm how you can solve the problem. What would you like to do? Then let them choose. Tip number 4, don't return to the topic unless they've made progress. Once you've dismissed your whiner, their time is up. If they bring the issue up again, even in a different conversation, they've used up their time allotment on that issue. The one exception is if they've actually taken steps towards a solution. Then you can discuss those steps. If they start whining again, though, it's back to the 4 options. Tip number 5, Don't waste time with chronic victims. Some people talk about solutions, but rather than generating alternatives, they put all their energy into knocking down your suggestions. These people are victims and want to stay that way. If you stay in the conversation, you'll wither up and die. Respectfully say, I can't talk about this right now unless you'd really like to concentrate on finding a solution. Then turn and walk away. Perhaps they'll run after you, eager to find a real answer to their problem. But if not, you've still done them a service, because the next person they grip with their life force sucking tentacles will get to hear the story of how you wouldn't listen to their whining. And if they didn't accept your invitation to work to solve their problem, at least you've given them one more juicy story to tell about how they're such a victim. And if that isn't loving at its best, what is? This is Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I'm an entrepreneurial advisor who helps executives gain control of their careers and their lives by designing career strategy and setting good boundaries. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.